Hello everybody, this is P. No intro today, but this is pretty much scenario 14 of Langrisser 4. After the battle against Kruger, Landius and crew are now gonna find out what's happened to the main army. They're talking about how General Bruno hasn't, got involved in the military operation. Is he delayed? Is he in the middle of a battle? Who knows? It's a bit fishy if you ask me. This is a long intro to the, the scenario 14 battle. You'll be doing a quiz soon. It's to do with female characters, obviously, and depending on your current love index, their personalities will vary from positive to negative, and the questions will differ. Each character has 4 questions. Each female character has 4 questions each. I didn't go through every one of them because I have a life. No, that's besides the point. No, I might include it in Umake's or something, but as of right now, I don't see the need to. Anyway, they go back to where the King, Marla, and Celine are at. But before that, they camp at night. For some reason, there's no voice acting in some of these scenes. It's quite weird. And there's no voice acting in the quiz either, so... But anyway, yeah, everyone goes to bed. Landius goes to bed. And the dream sequence is initiated. I just heard an ice cream van in the background. But anyway, this is the dream sequence here. This is kind of similar to the quiz. Well, the first question is. It's kind of similar to how the character quiz started, at the beginning of the game. But anyway, yeah. Each card symbol resembles each of the female characters. So you just take your pick. I take Angelina here, she's the first one. Simply because of Path C, really. And I think Shelf Anil is over 110 by now, so. Anyway, here we go. Anyway, this is Angelina's personality if your love index is 110 or over with her. If it's lower, she'll be angry, but in this one, she's kind of nervous because of her crush with Landius. But anyway, basically, you need to answer correctly. There's 4 questions in total for each female character. If you answer about 3 or 4 correctly, you get an increase. You get a point love index increase for that character. I don't know if it's 2. I think it's 1. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Bit of a time waster if you ask me, but I'm digressing here. But yes, if you get the female characters' love indexes to a certain point, they've become a romantic interest for you, and they do affect the ending slightly, I think. I never really complete this game, so I don't know. Yeah, this is the final question here. Answered correctly. Talks about fate and whatnot. It's kind of a weird dream that everything's all blank and you can't see who you're talking to. Maybe the Career Software's just being lazy here. I don't know. Career Software are the guys who made the Langrisser games, well, the main Langrisser games. Anyway, here's scenario 14. There's the ice cream man again. But yes, you take on Emily and Burke in this one. They're the main bosses, and there's a special boss included in this one as well, but he doesn't need to be beaten. However, he can be beaten by a commander, specifically one of your commanders, not their troops, their commander, in order to gain an item which will unlock Secret Scenario 3 on this scenario. That small fort by the king there, you see like a block or something. You pretty much have to, after you defeat the special boss using the commander, you need to drag that commander who has that item onto that spot, let him stay there until scenario 14 ends, and that's how you unlock Secret Scenario 3. However, later on the king sits on that spot, right, and there are guides saying that you need to use the teleport spell and whatnot, but our characters aren't at class 4 or 5, and they won't be able to gain, and they won't be able to get, they won't be able to gain the teleport spell just yet. However, I keep saying however a lot, there is a way to draw the king out, but you need to drag on the battle after a few turns, and that probably means allowing the generals to survive until that sequence with the king comes about. But anyway, basically your characters here need to split up into two groups, one to flank Burke's squad, the other to flank Emily's. I placed Ricky's phalanx troops on the east and Shelf's archers on the east as well. Rachel is on the east as well, and I use Angelina, McLean, and Landis on the west. If you notice with McLean, he's got the Nixie troops, and they're very, very useful, especially on water. However, their speed is very slow, and they don't move very far on land, but if you get them on water, they are a big asset, especially when you want to deal with the special boss in this scenario. But yes, your mission is to rescue King, the Commodore, and his adjutant, Celine. If any of them die by enemy attacks, it's pretty much game over. So you need to deal with the main bosses, Burke and Emily, to finish this battle. This is just mainly story sequences here, because the beginning does drag on a bit. Even though you need to save them, Celine can hold her own, and she helps out by dealing with a couple of ballista troops here. Not to worry though, because Celine and Warlord both have access to the Heal 1 spell, so it'll buy us some time for us to rush to their rescue. But yeah, you just need to drag the characters down to a certain point, in this case, Landis needs to be halfway on the drawbridge. I was probably wrong using Angelina's unicorn troops, but you can use archers if you want to, or you can use those sky archers if you need to, but I just went for the knights. Yeah, yeah, the mages would be my favourite people. Yeah, there's a couple of mages in this one, so I equipped all my commanders with amulets, you know, to nullify the damage, but, you know, we need to rescue the king and, you know, the Commodore and the General Salim. Of course, there's love index questions here. As usual, depending on your response, it increases love index. Well, I just focus on Angelina, so. And McLean, as usual, gives battle advice, you know, basically saying what I said: split up your whole army into 2 groups and deal with Burke and Emily simultaneously. I really hate that tornado spell. Because its attacking range is immense. Russia King pissing himself, and his troops are crap. Pretty much crap. Now he's passing the blame on fucking other people as usual. It was him who decided to use Ivor's strategy in the first place. And as usual, Warlow's got to bail his, you know, war out. How is he going to do that when the fucking armor's destroyed? But yeah, now they go inside that little fort, you know, similar to Scenario 3. Where you had to rescue Warder and the princesses. Now this is where the bosses advance against you on each side, so you deal with Emily and Burke's troops.